that you are having difficulties in immigration matters because you have to go the way to Pretoria, it's expensive, or you have to wait until somebody comes from Pretoria like he has come to attend to you. We have already taken some action. As we speak, an immigration officer has been identified and posted here. And shortly after the processing is done, his papers are done, his accreditation is done, shortly in another 2 to 3 weeks, you will have a permanent immigration officer here in the High Commission to deal with your passport issues. Again, you have raised the issue of work permits. It is true. When this country was struggling, Kenyans came in hardy, and you are here in thousands to fill the gap. Along the way, when they developed their own capacity, they started being a little bit strict on the work permits. So luckily, I have an appointment with the President of this great republic on Monday morning, and I'll be able to put up a very strong case to remind him to remember the journey, that capacity they have developed was as a result of Kenyans, and therefore they cannot just abandon us in the high noon. I'm not sure to what extent he'll accede, but I'm a good negotiator. I know how to put up a case. I'll prepare well, and I'll do the much I can, and I'm sure we'll get some progress so that we see whether they can be a little bit magnanimous to allow our people to work, because when they were down and needed us, we were there for them. And we are good people, we are good friends. We have helped them along the way, and they should grow with us. They should not throw us out when they are doing well. We'll be able to discuss that one. On the issue of voting rights, it's true, it's a constitutional requirement. We need you people in the diaspora to be part of the decision-making process to determine the leadership of Kenya. More so because you have loved ones back at home, you have people that are important to you, and they need to be governed well. And since you have more exposure, you should participate in deciding the leadership of the country. Of course, as it were, the matter is handled by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, which is an independent commission. But the problem has not been that they are not willing. It has been the budgetary allocation. So that is something as a government we need to do. Ask them to map the whole world, and as a government allocate sufficient funds to enable them register voters across the world and create polling stations within the country so that people can exercise their voting right and they can participate in the democratic process of deciding who leads Kenya and how Kenyans are governed. So that is something we'll be pursuing. Of course, you know, as we speak today, we don't have commissioners for the IBC. The process had begun in earnest, but you know there are few dynamics after the demonstrations and the wearing of sufurias on the head. And I'm sure in the due course, commissioners will be in place, and then as a government, we can engage them about the diaspora vote so that we can be able to make some progress. I think the other matter that you raised is the involvement in the parliamentary process through representation, through nomination. That is something. I was in Ghana, the same was raised. I was in Rwanda, the same was raised. So the desk bills are very heavy, and we are listening. It's something that we need to discuss. On our side, our Kenya Kwanza formation. You know what happens in Parliament? Those positions are shared depending on the strength of the party. Right now, we are almost slightly more than half. So I believe in our part of the coalition, that is something that we can be able to discuss from the Kenya Kwanza formation. I don't know what is the position of our brothers on the other side of the divide, but even when there are amendments to the Constitution through a parliamentary process, it is something that we can put on the table, and I've taken very good note of that one. You came here in thousands, and you have made a difference to this country. And the people of this great country adore you, and they respect you for your professionalism and hard work. So you have been good ambassadors for our country. You have represented us well. You have made us proud. You have dignified our motherland. So I want to say pongezi.
Can open on for us. So Pastor Jane, kindly, I want to ask the ushers to come and be able to give us the basket so that we can be able to give our offering. Ushers, as we give our offering, I'm going to give you the pay bill number, which is 985687, and account name, you just write your name. That is our pay bill number, 985687, and account name, just write your name. So ushers, just come forward, we pray together as you take the offering. Ushers. Let's believe and we pray.